Rajji, are you there? Yogarajji, please. Okay.
Yes, sir. भाई सारी आपकी.
Right. Yeah. So please keep track of all things, and we are going to start very shortly. So Rajesh ji, good evening. Rajesh Sharma ji also joined, I feel.
Sanjeev ji, namaskar. I am Dr. Lata Suresh here.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
evening,
Namaskar.
Rajesh sir. Good evening,
Lata
Sanjeev sir.
ji, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So it's a really very fantastic moment. And Nina Goyal ji also I am seeing. So good evening, Nina ji.
Good evening, sir. I already told, but you were busy in talking. So, good evening, sir. Very good evening to Dr. Rajesh sir also, and thanks for inviting me.
First of all, a very happy Women's Day to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, in fact, every day is a Women's Day.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. But today is more special because everybody in the entire world, they all are celebrating. So we feel so proud, so good. Today's our day. That's why I'm saying today's our day.
Yeah.
Right. So just I want to check whether Dr. Rajesh Sharma ji, are you there, sir? Dr. Rajesh Sharma ji, please.
I think he has not yet joined.
Okay. So Abhijit ji, can you please help him to just connect him to and get him? So we'll start within
I'll just call
2
him.
minutes.
I'll just call
Yeah,
him.
yeah. So all the participants and all the dignitaries have already joined. So we'll wait for 2-3 minutes more. Only thing is just we want to ensure that all have joined till now, and then we'll proceed further for the function today. So so Rajesh Sharma ji,
I think
good
Rajat
evening,
here joined.
and we welcome you, sir.
मीटिंग चल रही है.
Good evening. Good evening, Rajesh ji. How are you, Mr. Hakan?
I'm good, thank you, Rajat. How are you?
I'm very fine, very fine. Menka ji,
Good to hear that. Happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful women in the crowd.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
join have you? और कौन है?
कहाँ गए?
So
एक मिनट और दिला दिए दोनों बैठ दिला दिया.
yes, Rajat ji, just on. Should you start now? You should wait just to ensure that all our dignitaries and guests have joined now. So Rajat ji, should we start now? In fact, persons are still age of joining.
All the best.
Thank you.
Sanjeev ji, all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. So, Rajat ji, should we start or wait for some more minutes? In fact, maybe because of network, this thing, Pooja ji has got disconnected and some more are joined. Just
डॉक्टर कीर्तिका माथुर जी भी ज्वाइन कर गए हैं. क्षेत्रीय मयूम जी भी, वेदमणि जी, मैरिन जेकब, वेलकम.
Hina Goyalji, welcome. And Rima Banerjee.
Thank you, Rajat.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And first of all, congratulations to all of you for Women Day occasion. And some announcement we have serious the women development. So in that we have today. So, UG.
Yeah, should we start now, sir? I'm just getting some disturbance in audio inside. So, am I audible clearly to all of you, sir?
Actually, there is a.
I think
Everyone should be asked to off their mic.
I think Mr. Adnan Khan, can you please mute yourself?
Okay, sir. Okay. I will.
So, is it okay now?
Sir, I think Mr. Adnan Khan's speaker is on and his audio is on, so that the sound is repeating itself again.
Okay, all right.
So can you just mute yourself, sir, Mr. Khan? Okay.
Can you mute?
So now can you talk? Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Now can you talk, Sanjay, sir?
In fact, I would request all the participants who are not speaking, so they are required to keep their mic on mute mode, and
I think
whenever
the
they are
problem is
required
solved.
yeah, so they will just required to unmute their mic, and then video, you may please, as per your network situation, you can please keep your video on also, but only thing, your audio should be in mute mode, so that there should not be any disturbances. So of course, so Rajaji, should we start now? So
Yes, please.
yeah, there you go. So good evening. As per India time, I would just spread my all greetings from this UNAccc India. India, because it's a motherland or origin, I would say. So Unity of Nations Action for Climate Change Council. So in fact, this is one body which is existing at this moment, which is a very, very dynamic organization and created a lot of vibrancy all across the world. Not only with respect to the traditional issues, but the current situational issues also. So whenever there was some disturbances somewhere, so we always try to say it loudly or communicate it. So at this moment, our honorable global chairman, Sri Rajesh Sharma ji, is here, Abhijit ji, Rajesh ji, and in fact, a lot of big dignitaries from which are directly or indirectly connected with the United Nations. Mama V is with us, Lata Suresh ji, and having a very senior position in our government of India, and propagating their passionate the services to all the persons. And Chenite is also with us, who is UNAccc chair for the Central America, and Ms. Sima Singh, a lady with us. Kritika ji is with us, Dr. Monica Kapoor, and Her Excellency Dr. Amira is also here. Very respectful Rima Banerjee is also with us. He's a program director from Center of Environmental Education, and lot of persons you are already aware that a total of 24, 25 big dignitaries are there with us, who are leading personality and who are leading women leaders, I would say, already a global women leader, and who are doing a lot in their respective fields. Just I would like to say a few words about the UNAccc, how it has started. So it's of course a brainchild of our global chairman, Dr. Rajesh Sharma ji. He is very passionate person. He's having a highest pace of doing things. He's a strategist, analytical expert. So when we were discussing about the global issues, so he has immense power, immense potential to think very, very deeply in any subject. So we were thinking, why not we should contribute something toward the sustainable development goals. And while studying the UN SDGs, who are already there, these 17 sustainable development goals, and the target was 2030. So he is a research-minded person also. See, he collected a lot of data. Based on that data, we started discussing that why some countries are lagging so much behind, even after they are doing a lot, but why they are lagging? So that country is not doing how they are very having a good level. So what are the basic difference? Is there any communication or competency developed differentiations? So we discussed days and days on these issues just to find a real gap and a gap analysis where the gap lies. So when the United Nations formulated all these, and they are always formulating a lot of policies similarly, just to obey that, even all the governments, country-wise, continents-wise, even India also, they formulated a lot of policies. What we found that policies are already there. So framework is there, policies are there, even infrastructure is also there. But of course, there is a lack of some hands which the government may or may not be having with them. At the same time, we also observe that there is one thing, liveliness or the passionate behavior or the passionate culture. It should not be a fulfillment of this duty only. It should not be the case of fulfilling, just executing their duty, and I'm just doing so and so. So he thoughtfully coined a term that Mr. Sanjeev Verma, let us form an organization just to give a platform to gather the passionate persons who are really willing to do a lot. Only thing they require a big platform where they will come, will discuss, will make a strategy and go further in this regard. So from this aspect, Rajesh Sharmaji and myself founded one organization called Board of Environmental Sustainability, which is still exists and doing a lot in India. At the same time, he observed that now we need to go each and every corner of the earth, of the world. So now let us formulate and form an organization called UNAccc. So now we are part of a proud member of this UNAccc and a lot of persons. So at this moment only, and particularly, I would like to add here one thing that what triggered us to celebrate this International Women's Day at this moment, when Dr. Rajesh Sharmaji announced a flagship initiative of our UNAccc in the form of this Mission 1 Million SDG Warrior concept. So when it was launched, we observed that lot of women power came to the front to support us. And it was really, really a highly motivating thing for us. In fact, lot of women, selfless persons, passionate persons, they came and started offering their services in institutions, organization. Then we observed that we must salute this women power who are always with us. And then we started strongly believing that if the women assimilates the essence of the policy, if the women is ready to assimilate, then they have opportunity to educate whole of their family members. So this is the way the propagation can happen in a positive manner. So at this moment, today is 8th March 2022. So it's the International Women's Day. So I heartily, from UNAccc, from Board of Environmental Sustainability, I welcome all of you. I salute all of you, the women power who are there with us at this moment. Of course, you will always having some opportunity to say, and will request all of you to say a few words about your achievements. But now I would like to, while I am congratulating all of you and wish you a highly effective, highly successful at this International Women Day, and where the theme is gender equality is required for the sustainable tomorrow. So now, with this word only, I would request our global chairman, Dr. Raja Sarmaji, to please come here and just welcome all our dignitaries who are there with us. Then we'll proceed further for our program. So now over to you, Dr. Raja Sarmaji.
Thank you. Thank you, Sanjeevji, for your nice word. And I welcome to everyone for this occasion of Women International Day. So, UNAccc was started by with two people. In fact, Mr. Sanjeev Verma and myself. And we both are actually motivated by my daughter Ruchika Sharma. So Ruchika Sharma was very much depressed to see that lot of people are by road, by walk, they are going from Bombay to UP, we can say Delhi to Bihar, like that. This movement, she was totally depressed. She is actually doing a post-graduation in environmental safety and labor safety. So she told me that, Papa, do something for them and do something to help all the people. So that time we started the UNAccc. It's the July 1st week, and now I think 8 months is over. And in 8 months, UNAccc reached 87 countries. We have 142 board members from 79 countries, and we have presence in 87 countries. And I want to inform you all the people. This is a very wonderful that today we have opened our Mexico office of Central Africa headquarters. Very soon we are going to our Africa headquarter opening. Mr. Hockenroy is there. Today we received the LOI. We are going to open our Northern Europe headquarter in Norway, and Southeast Asia headquarter is going to open in Malaysia. So this is the achievement for UNAccc because very straightforward our policies, very open, wide level our thinking and our think tank. I am very thankful all of you that many of our governing councils members. We are also like to inform you that on today International Women Day, that UNAccc is going to open this week legal aid cell, legal support cell for the women. Anyone have any legal support, we have more than 200 Supreme Court advocates with us. In our governing council also, more than 20 dignitaries from Supreme Court Justice, Supreme Court Senior Advocate, AOR. So if you got any kind of people who need a support, who is not able to powerful for the financially, we will help them. UNAccc also open the employment cell for disabled people. UNAccc today is paying the amount for the 34,000 square feet land for our handicraft project to support our tribal women for their training or their employment in that place, in that land. That land cost is 25 million US dollar, 25 million INR, Indian National Rupees, and we will start the work from the April month in that. UNAccc also opening a cell to support poor tribal women, children, to give them educational support and financial support for their marriage. This is the UNAccc thing. We opened our international offices, 4 international offices. Headquarters are Mexico, Africa, Malaysia, Europe, as I said you. And very soon, next 3 months, we will open our another headquarters, regional headquarters. So this is the achievement with UNAccc. We are going very perfectly. Our policies and our thinking, our think tank, all are doing very nice with us. I am thankful to everyone. So over to you, Sanjeev.
Dr. for to you your we appreciate. So in this now I will start hearing a lot from our women power who are there with us. So now we request Dr. Mama V, who is associate. Hello, am I audible?
Someone has unmuted his mic.
Rajat,
So could you please request them to?
I think Rajatji, you have forgot to mute your mic. Rajatji,
Okay.
can you please mute yourself?
So then, yeah. So there is one, again, I am just repeating that. All are the person who is speaking is allowed to unmute your mic. Rest, you are requested to please keep your mic on mute mode because the time is very short, but powerful persons are with us and they will be sharing their experiences within a very short span of time. So we should not even skip a single word out of that. So thank you very much for your. So now, question, Mama V. So just to introduce, so are you hearing, or otherwise just I am singing?
Yes, I think the signal is fluctuating,
evening,
but I could.
Right. So now we start hearing a little like you. And I will just announce because one by one I am going to today to say a few words your achievements. How up to this level will be the one thing. What passionately you are working in a work, and this.
मिस्टर वर्मा, आपकी आवाज में दिक्कत आ रही है.
I would. Okay. At the same time, Mama also participate to please introduce yourself and what Mama, what to you, please.
I would not say I heard you very well, but I know you're talking about taking our turns. I first and foremost want to appreciate Dr. Rajat for introducing me to this wonderful organization, and it's been an experience working with him and all the people that are in UNAccc. I'm privileged and honored to be part of this body. And talking about how far we have gone. I'm a unionist. And coming from a part of the world or the region where they feel women are supposed to be in a part of the house. Women are supposed to be aligned to a particular section. There are things women should do and women shouldn't do. It wasn't really easy getting along or getting up to where we have been in unionism. But all the same, in my organization, we have been deprived of so many things, and we were deprived of even being unionized. But as, will I say, life and fate will have it, due to the deprivations and so many unruly things happening to employees, some of us had to take the bull by the horn, and we met all the necessary bodies. Even the International Labour Organization, we had to go to the liaison office in Nigeria, in my country, sought for advice and ways to go about it. And we were able to bring in the union in my organization. And I would say, when we started, we had 200 members because people were afraid of the government. They were afraid of management because there were threats here and there. If you do this, you get that. If you pass your boundary, things like that. But some of us were resolute. And to shock you, it was mostly the women that were resolute. The women took their stand and we were unionized. All things being equal, now we have members from 200 grew to 16,000. We have 16,000 members as I speak. And I've been the president of the union. I've been the president of the Trade Union Congress, mostly women. And we are, most recently, apart from all we have done for women and girls, most recently joining the UNAccc, we have decided to come in full-fledged of the mission 1 million worldwide. We want to go into schools. We want to go into schools. And it's not discrimination. We are bringing the youths into it. It's not discrimination. But we are more focused on women, the weaker vessel, women and girls. We want them to be brought to light, to be enlightened. And you know of a truth, when it comes to deprivation, women are more deprived. If you come to a family where poverty is a problem and somebody needs to stop schooling for others to school, they will ask the woman to stop school so that the men will go to school. But we are trying our best to see how we can enlighten and educate women. No woman, no nation is part of our slogan. No woman, no nation. No woman, no world. So we need the support of people like the men we have here, because we have seen that the men we have here are propelling the women and carrying the women along. So you have us at heart. As well, you can see with the few happenings in my country, these few days, you would have seen the viral videos of women protesting for the bills to be passed, our bills that were rejected. We have said, no, we are demoralized, but we are not stopping. We are demoralized, we are not stopping. There's no going back. We must be recognized. The bias has to stop. The gender mainstreaming has to be done away with. Equality doesn't mean we lose our respect for men. No, the men have to realize that. When we are saying equality, it doesn't mean we are losing respect for men. No. When we say equality, we mean equality in facets of life, in areas of life, in things that we live with or live by. So if men will understand us that when we are clamoring for equality, we are not trying to take the place of them being the head. The men are still the head. We are the neck. And remember, when the neck doesn't propel the head cannot move. So we need so much help from the men. We need the men to encourage us. We need the men to support us in our quest to get all we want. But we know our people in Nigeria will get to understand us because we are not stopping. There's no going back. Our requests have to be met. Our requests have to be met. If they want the whole system to function, our requests have to be met. So I would say we are moving. We are going forward in all that is happening. We are going forward, and I'm encouraged with the women I see. Women are going places. Women are going places. I was in a function today, and the caliber of women I met there, I was encouraged. The women are not giving up at all. At all, the women are not giving up. So I would say Dr. Rajat will need support, moral support, material support, as in resources. Whatever you know would be good for us to present to women to enlighten them the more. we need materials to be sent to me in my WhatsApp. I'll forward to my group. I'm trying to build and create a group of people that will help us in this. We want to launch and start our own 1 million SDG warriors.
Yes, yes.
Here. Thank you very much. In a new format. And we'll talk further so that I'll let you know the strategies we are going to put in place. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I would like to request Dr. Rajesh, CEO of UNAccc, kindly say about few words about your introduction and how you feel in that to join UNAccc.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Rajesh ji. I, Dr. Rajesh, CEO of UNAccc, welcome our chief guest, Pooja Kapil Mishra ji, National Vice President, BJP Women's Cell, our chairman, Dr. Rajesh Sharma, the special guests and guest of honors, and our core committee member, Dr. Saurabh Jain, Ruchika Rajesh Sharma, Dr. Amit Sharma, Dr. Sanjeev Verma, Dr. Abhijit Kelkar, Chandrakanta ji, and other invitees on this occasion of International Women's Day. This day holds significance because the world celebrates World Women Achievement on this day, raises awareness about women equality, and accelerates gender parity. The UNAccc has been established for achieving of UNDP 17 Sustainable Development Goals up to 2030. And the theme for this year on this day is relevant to the same. That is Women in Global Leadership, a mission towards Sustainable Development Goal 2030 and gender equality. As the other dignitaries ma'am has spoken and Rajat and Sanjeev has spoken, the women empowerment, I want to announce that, as Rajat has already announced, that we have bought a land in Gujarat, and we are going to work on poor tribal community ladies, and already UNAccc is working in 87 countries around the world, and we are going to this project, execution of this project very soon. This project will be especially for handicraft, poor women's, where we will start the skill development courses, certificate courses, so the women can become self-entrepreneurs. They can do the work at home. They can set up a small scale industry in their home. We will also support her to take a scheme which is already announced by Government of India, Pradhan Mantri Skill Development Yojana, under which there are certain loans. We will support them for these loans, and we will also support from UNAccc by the help of finance for their initial setup. This land will be the hub of skill development courses, and we will provide the free space to the community, like tribal community, disabled women, free of cost, free of rent, so that they can start their setup, they can start their business from there. Initially, it will be free of cost. The space will be provided free of cost. The product of handicraft will be sold on the portal of UNAccc and other marketing portals under the theme of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, Make in India. As we know that the handicraft products are sold on high prices in malls and in various shops in the country at a very high prices. and the laborers get the get the labor charges of that products very low. So this platform will generate good revenue for their hard work. UNACC is being achieving many of the sustainable goals in various countries. UNACC wants to empower the poor women by giving them employment and good revenue for their labor. Besides this, UNACC teams are working on another sustainable goals in other countries, and they are achieving the milestone day by day. UNCC will also provide them training for skill development in many fields by certificate course to become self-dependent financially as well as socially. Like in our country, there are transgenders are also there, and transgenders have to face many problems, like they have to run for their government certificates, like uh, uh, they want to get some certificate for their income certificate or any other certificate from government. So we will also want to work on transgender by giving them free education on skill development courses, advanced programs on human behavior, so that they can change their life and become equal in society. They have to face discrimination in many legal documents and have to struggle in employment and civil right issues, and they are not considered respectfully in the society, and they could not get the benefits of many schemes announced by Government of India. By these reasons, UNSCC has stepped forward in this direction also for making them equal in society by educating them the skill development course. I thank UNSCC for giving me a chance to convey the objectives and achievement of sustainable development goals in India and around the world. Thank you all the dignitaries for joining in International Women's Day. My warm wishes to all participants on this International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are having leaders who development of our goal.
Sanjay ji, you are
Hello. Yeah.
संजीव जी आपकी साउंड नहीं आ रही है. Your
So your
sound
voice is not clear at all. No,
There is
no,
some-
Sanjeev ji, your
Okay.
voice is
Hello.
There is
breaking a
some
lot.
network issue with
Is
Sanjeev
it
ji.
audible? Am I audible now?
वर्मा जी, I'm telling you, your voice is breaking.
Okay. Hello. Yes.
yes, you are audible.
हाँ, जी जी, okay.
Okay. Right. So now we have another big dignitaries, very inspiring personality with us, Dr. Lata Suresh, a very passionate person, and particularly, well, she has passion to do, and she believes firmly that she has taken birth not for this or for the family only, but she always want to and very much willing to contribute something towards this society. So it's a really very fortunate that we have and this Mother Earth, our nation and the globe has persons like Dr. Lata Suresh ji. So now I would request Dr. Lata Suresh ji to please introduce yourself in a brief, and then say a few words about your achievements, and just a message to all the participants who are there with us. So over to you, Lata ji. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Thank you, respected Dr. Rajat Sharma ji, Chairman, UNACC, Sanjeev
Thank you.
Verma ji, for introducing me, and would like to especially thank you for inviting me to this galaxy of intellectuals. Dear friends who all are connected globally for this program, I would like to convey my Women's Day greetings to one and all. Without wasting much time, let me start with a short story. I think this story is very special, and it is in our daily life. A couple was watching a movie on a TV. The wife was feeling very tired, so she asked her husband, "It's getting late, and I am feeling tired. I think I head to bed." She instead went to kitchen to prepare ingredients to make something for the morning breakfast. Then she cleaned all the bowls, took vegetables from the refrigerator. She cut them into slices for the morning breakfast and for the lunch as well, as she must rush tomorrow morning for her office to attend an important meeting, and she decided not to be late. She then went to the room and started ironing the clothes, uh, hers, her children's, and her husband's for the next day, and kept hangered at their respective places in the cupboard. Then she cleaned the messy room, put her and her husband's phone on charger. She then cleaned the bathroom and kept all the clothes into the washing machine and put all the clothes to dry. She was yawning throughout, and so she thought she should now go to bed. She stopped near the study table and opened her laptop and started looking into her presentation for the next day. Then she prepared a birthday video message for her friend. Then she prepared a grocery list to be purchased while coming back from the office. Then she kept it in the bag. She went to the bathroom, brushed her teeth, cleaned her hands, went to her husband. In the meantime, the husband was watching the TV, called her out, and asked her for a glass of water. She went to the kitchen, poured some water in the glass, and gave it to the husband. So she had a little conversation with him. She went to her son's room, who was studying. She kissed him also, said good night to him. And don't you feel this is an extraordinary story? No, right? That's why women are special, because women make everything make so simple. Women are the pillars of house that holds the strength of the structure. Our mothers, wives, sisters, and the daughters, they do so much for our family, yet their contributions go unnoticed most of the time. Why? Because they don't do this for the salary, or they don't bring in the money, and such work is considered as a most and must to do work. Yes, women are special. Their contribution is invisible, yet the greatest. Without a woman, this Srishti, the world is incomplete. For me, women are great leaders. They have the heart of a servant. What leaders do? Leaders serve others, and it is far easier to do that for the right reasons when you have a servant's heart. Great leaders use the talents for the benefit of others. We, the women, are talented, seamless, and we made hundreds of dresses out of pillowcases or used clothes. We know how to manage in less. As leaders, we all have different talents. It is our obligation to bring our talents to our leadership role, even as we develop our skill. I think we as a mother are the best leaders, because we know how to manage the time, how to bring our children, and how to manage our homes, our relatives, our friends, and what not. Am I right? If you say yes, please say it through the chat
Yes,
box. I'll
Yes,
be
right.
Yes, yes, you are
Yes,
Right,
absolutely
yes,
right.
yes,
right.
yes, yes,
Yes.
right. It's
You're
right.
absolutely right.
Absolutely right.
So
Absolutely right.
thank you so much. So women, like all humans,
Absolutely right.
acknowledged and likes to know her efforts made a difference. But the title did not and does not matter to her. You can lead regardless of your title or position, because the great leaders lead regardless of their position. My mother has played a significant part in whatever I am and whatever I will still become. I can't thank her enough for her example, her wisdom, and her love. There cannot be a true democracy unless women's voices are heard. There cannot be true democracy unless women are given the opportunity to take responsibility for their own lives. There cannot be true democracy unless all citizens are able to participate fully in the lives of their country. This is quoted by Hillary Clinton. This is not my words. This is Hillary Clinton who talked about this. Uh, uh, you all know Vivekananda. One person asked him why Indian ladies do not shake hands. Although we do shake hands now, but Previously, we are not used to shake hands with the strangers. Then Swami Vivekananda said, "Can an ordinary citizen of your country shake hands with the Queen?" The man said, "No." Then Vivekananda said, "In our country, each and every woman is a queen. I am proud that I am an Indian. Women are the center of the family in India. All the components of the family revolve around her. There is no nourishment and relaxation. She tries to keep everything in a rosary. The nature of any society depends upon the situation of the women there. If her condition is strong and respectable, then the society will also be strong and strong. The Indian women has been an eternal processor since the inception of creation. The tolerance of the earth, the brilliance of the sun, the severity of the sea, the beautiful beauty like flower, the softness like the softness and the moon is present in the women. She is a holy idol of mercy, compassion, affection, tolerance, and love. And the sacrifice of women is an invaluable treasure of Indian culture. From childhood to death, she remains our guardian. Great women like Sita, Savitri, Gargi, Maitre, and you name any have embellished this country. Certainly, women is not only the most beautiful work of the Lord, but it is also a capable existence. Women are highly ranked in ancient India, and like men, they had the right to participate in social, political, and religious acts. We also supported our husbands in the battlefield. If you recall Devasur Sangram, Kekai amazed Maharaja Dashratha with her unique battle skills. Here, let me point out how conveniently we have forgotten that Rishikas, I'm not calling rishis, they were rishikas, existed alongside rishis in the Vedic age, and where we were many times popular than the male counterparts. But the exemplary progress evident throughout the old Vedic age vanished into narrow realms of orthodox in the later Vedic period. The basics of feminism lie in equality and empowerment. Rishi Gargi is a very important lesson to all of us who shout on every occasion without never really uplifting ourselves. Uh, uh, we call the Nari as Ashtabhudadari, whereas the men is a Char Bhujadari. Prime Minister of Ireland said gender equality and empowerment of women is key to the success of Millennium Development Goals. Not only a specific target, but for the goals in general, women bear a heavier burden of the world's poverty than men because of the discrimination that Madam Vera has rightly quoted. They face in education, healthcare, employment, and control of asset. Today, I was in one of the meeting, and I was telling the same thing. In my previous session, I was talking about the gender equality, the stepping stone to sustainable future, where I spoke about the status of India. And as I said, I am connected with many women entrepreneurs groups and forums. I have found that women entrepreneurs have the ability to influence and inspire future generation. For women, the reason behind beginning their own businesses might vary, but yes, they are successful as an entrepreneur. There are a lot of government initiatives, and since we have a galaxy of intellectuals here from worldwide, I would like to inform you that India is one of the first countries in the world to formalize the role of corporate social responsibility in the nation building through Section 135 of Companies Act. It is mandate and that eligible companies to spend 2% of their net profit on CSR. Schedule 7 defines promoting gender equality and empowering women as a key area for corporate investment. The Act has made it compulsory for all publicly listed companies to have at least one women director on the board. In 2018, SEBI asked 1,000 top listed companies to have at least one independent women director by 2020. So I feel proud that I am an Indian, and A lot still remains to be done to improve the participation of Indian women entrepreneurs in the economy, with an aim to come at par with the women's participative role in the developed economies of the West. But I'm sure we will achieve what we are thinking of. So, as Varmaji has said, my strength lies in bringing persistent energy, enthusiasm to my work, and willingness to take ownership for my work. I am extremely focused and committed towards achievement of tasks and goals. I have traveled extensively to many countries for my professional commitments, and I have been regularly invited as a subject expert by All India Radio, Doordarshan, and other media houses. I am an environmentalist. Uh, those who say time is a foundation for us, I think I can prove that we have a lot of time. Even 24 hours is less that we could spend on ourselves. And I just want to say that we should uh, commit towards the benefit of the society. And uh, I am a learner. I am still learning. I did my PhD from University of Pune. I did my MBA in HR and Finance, MPhil, then Masters in Library Science, Masters in Sociology, and I also did my Advanced Diploma in IT and E-commerce Technology. I did my PG Diploma in Cyber Law as well. I'm a recipient of Commonwealth Professional Fellowship from British Council, and I have represented in all professional activities. Uh, uh, just to inform you, I am a singer, I am a poet, I am a author. I have authored 5 books, and my next book is Miracles to Happen with Positive Thinking. So this is I'm bringing out very soon, and I have been recently interviewed by the magazine Corporate Insight as one of the women achiever. So I'm very grateful to Dr. Rajput as well, who is here today and who has introduced me to this forum. Thank you so much, and wish you a very happy Women's Day. Thank you.
राजपूत जी वेलकम।
Thank
ये
you.
हमारे राजपूत
Thank
साहब
you.
हमारे फाउंडर मेंबर में एक हैं और साथ में मिलकर ही हमने यूएनएससीसी को खड़ा किया है। मेरे बड़े भाई की तरह है, इनका आशीर्वाद हमेशा रहा है। तो थैंक यू राजपूत साहब, सीनियर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट कैडिला फार्मास्यूटिकल्स, एंड आई लाइक टू वेलकम जाकिया खान हमारी बहन, और हमारी शमा हुसैन जो हैं वो भी ज्वाइन कर गई हैं। डॉक्टर मीरा इज आल्सो देयर। तो जाकिया जी और शमा जी को मैं अस्सलाम वालेकुम कहूंगा। एवरीथिंग विल बी फाइन देयर, तो काइंडली कंटिन्यू।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
जी थैंक यू जाकिया बहन, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर जर्नी।
Good evening, Dr. Rajat.
गुड इवनिंग शमा जी, गुड इवनिंग। थैंक यू फॉर योर जर्नी।
No, my pleasure. My pleasure, Sanjeev. My pleasure.
Dr. Lata is very wisdom, very.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
sir.
So, Lataji, it was a highly inspiring story. You started with one story, and you have a lot to say. In fact, we will discuss and mutually agreed basis. We'll conduct one session from your. We request you to how to manage time, and so that if you have time, then even 24 hours also more than enough. So a lot to
Definitely.
say, and particularly you mentioned that how the women expresses all emotions. So really, it's a nucleus. So while you were talking on this thing, it was really I just gone in that words. So thank you very much. So we can feel your passion. Thank you very much, Lataji, for now.
अच्छा संजीव जी, मेरा ये रिक्वेस्ट था कि जाकिया जी और शमा जी आई गए हैं तो इनको भी 2 मिनट समय दिया जाए, जब भी आपको बीच में सीक्वेंस में ले लीजिएगा, ठीक है?
Right. Yeah. Samaji and Jakia ji, keep ready. Only thing is, I have Dr. Monica Kapoor ji with us.
जी.
So very learned. Hello, Dr. Monica. She is a learned person, ex-joint director CBSE. So,
your sound is breaking, Verma ji. Your sound is again breaking. जी.
So now I am requesting Monica to please say few words about your achievements. So to you,
Yeah,
and
thank you so
also I
much, sir.
request you to please introduce, yeah, sir, and then please say a few words. Yeah, over to you,
Yeah.
Monica ji, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, UNACCC, for inviting me as a special guest of honor to this wonderful international virtual conference on the occasion of International Women's Day, I will say. Respected Pooja, Kapil Mishra ma'am, and Rajat ji, and other distinguished guests, please accept my heartiest wishes.
Welcome, welcome, Monica
Yeah.
ji.
About me, as you know, my name is Monica Kapoor, and I'm the former Joint Director CBSE. And right now, I'm Associate Director in Delham. Delham, he is working for 21st Century Skills and Liberal Education, first in India. And I'm like CEO of Skillshare India. It's all my educational consultancy. And Lata ma'am, really, it was overwhelming session. Must say that I can hear you for hours and hours. And as Lata ma'am has told about the qualities, the power of a woman, when I asked the Sanjeev sir, what I have to say in the session, like he said, ma'am, you just share your personal experience with us. And I just want to take you all to that emotional and psychological journey of a woman by like relating or by narrating my life experience, so that the ladies who are listening to us, the ladies who are watching us, they can be motivated. And I will say that Lata ma'am will also agree that we don't need the word empowerment, right? We don't need any external power. We have all the abilities and capabilities with us, inside us. The thing is that we have to recognize that, we have to identify that, and we have to work on that. And somewhere one woman can motivate the other woman, can inspire the other woman, so that she can recognize her potential and she can justify with her credentials of her life. So I will start with my journey of life. When I was very young, I was like, I have to become doctor, right? At that time, there was no coaching. You can say that scenario. You have to learn your own. Schools was like schools only. No integrated coaching was there. So I took maths and science in my class 12th, so that I can go for medical as well as non-medical test. See, a child's brain, you should take both the streams so that you can go for both the entrances. Nobody was there to guide me. Okay, first time when I gave the exam, I came in waiting list. So I told my father, please allow me to take a break of 1 year so that I can prepare myself for the medical exam. He said, no. Reason being, one girl that was living with us, like she was in a neighborhood, she suicide herself because she was not able to clear her medical after 1 year of practicing. So parents were a little afraid. So they said, no, you just start your BSc, and doing BSc, you can prepare yourself for the medical exam. But I realized that it is very difficult to do BSc as well as preparation for entrance exam. So I did my BSc. After doing BSc, nobody was there to guide, and someone when I go for CS. CS is a very good stream. I was a science student, and they told me about the CS. It's good. It's very like paying profession. So you go for that. I started doing that. I was living in Sonipat. I used to come to Delhi for getting that preparation part. But unfortunately, I used to come by train. One incident took in our female coach, and my parents said, no, you are not allowed to go to Delhi now. So I dropped my CS there, and I was wondering, what should I do now? So I came to know that there is an entrance exam for MSc chemistry. So I started preparing for that. Only 1 week was left. I worked very hard for that, but when I went to give the exam, I came to know, I went in evening because it was written at 4 p.m. But when I went there, I came to know that it was already held in the morning. So it was again a very setback. What should I do now? I was not interested in dropping my years, so I started MA English Literature. I did MA English Literature. After that, I got married. So here the journey of a woman start. After marriage, I was not interested in going for, you can say that, becoming a teacher. I was not interested. Dreams were different, but with family, with the new life, you are not able to fulfill that. So I came to that only teaching job. I started working as a headmistress in a school, but salary was not given properly because they used to say that you are not B.Ed. You have to go for B.Ed. After doing B.Ed, you are eligible for full pay. Otherwise, salary will be deducted. So I was like, if you are doing so much good, you are working very hard for the school. What a school needs, a good administration, good admissions. Huh? I was giving everything, but they deny because I was not B.Ed. So with a very small kid of, I think, 3-4 months, I started doing B.Ed. I left that job. I started doing regular college, and I stood fourth in university, being a mother of a 3-month child. I cleared B.Ed and I stood fourth in university. After that, there was no look back. Some guidance came. Yes, after B.Ed, you can go for M.Ed. I started M.Ed. After doing M.Ed, I did this UGC NET in education. And by God's grace, I was selected in PhD from DU University. But irony of the fate was that my UGC was cleared before the result of M.Ed exam. So that was dropped because result was not there. So I just want to relate how I survived, maybe I took some wrong decisions also, maybe some failures were there, but somehow we learn from our mistakes and the journey continues. हार नहीं मानी मैंने कि नहीं कुछ तो करना ही है. And मुझे था पढ़ने का शौक. I was very fond of learning, so I did, because मेरा chemistry रह गया था, तो I did my MSc chemistry, then I did MBA marketing, right, and then MA psychology also from IGNU. And the next chapter of my life that I want to share with you, when I was teacher, then I was lecturer in the college, then I was principal in the college, then I was selected in the CBSE as a joint director. And CBSE, I was looking after trainings, a very prestigious project Udan, where we used to train economically disadvantaged girls from all across the India, right? There, you can say that in 2017, one opportunity came to me in disguise. Like one person, one MD approached me, ma'am, can you become a principal of our residential school in Mumbai? So here was my government job, a very designated post as a joint director, and here as a principal. But what he was offering me that it's a coaching brand Pace. My school name was Bagar Pace Global School. So he said, you want your child to do IIT, and for that preparation, you should send your child there. You take your children there. Reason being, it needs 3 years practice, right? Coaching part. Because मेरा वो सपना उस टाइम पूरा नहीं होता, तो somewhere it was in my mind that कि मेरे बच्चे का ड्रीम जरूर पूरा होना चाहिए. As a mother, as a woman, I have to take the decision कि whether I should make my child study, do the schooling as well coaching part, harassing himself by doing all the things together, or I can take my child to that residential school where I can justify, where he can do the schooling properly as well as coaching part. But for that, मुझे job छोड़नी पड़ेगी CBSE की. So I took the decision of leaving my CBSE job, government job, designated post, because मैं अपने बच्चे का ड्रीम पूरा करना चाहती थी. मैं चाहती थी कि वो IIT करे, because IIT is not a cup of tea for everyone. उसके लिए लगती है मेहनत. और अगर मेरे बच्चे को एक ऐसा environment मिलता है जहाँ पे वो सिर्फ पढ़ने में और बहुत cool mind से पढ़ सकता है, तो वो मुझे ज्यादा important था, because I believe that a child should go for holistic development. Coaching party, we used to send our kids to quota, and they're like, they have become the bookworm. उनकी पर्सनालिटी डेवलप नहीं होती है. तो दिस वाज समवेयर इन माय माइंड. आई टुक दैट डिसीजन. अब पता नहीं आप लोगों को डिसीजन कैसी लगेगी, बट आई टुक दैट डिसीजन. आई वेंट देयर. आई सर्व एज ए प्रिंसिपल इन दैट रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल फॉर 4 years. My child got admission in IIT Chennai. He is doing engineering design now. Right after that, I have come back to Delhi, वापस family के साथ, because family was here. I took my 2 kids there in that residential school. And the last chapter of my life, which I want to convey to motivate others, was that Corona period. I think आप सबको याद आएगा जब second wave आई थी, जब ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर नहीं थे, and hospitals were full of like patients. No beds were there, no cylinders were there. I came from Mumbai at that time, and my, you can say that campus was lush green campus. तो मेरे lungs को ना दिल्ली के pollution की आदत नहीं थी. So when I came to Delhi back, my lungs got infected, and it was severely infected. पूरे white patches थे, and there was no chance of survival. Well, ऐसी condition थी मेरी जब मैं hospital में थी. I was there for 17 days. 70 days in the hospital. Many times, it came into my mind to give up, because बहुत painful था वो 70 days का जो duration था. Reason being, so many injections, so many medicines, you were not able to sleep. And sometimes जब आपका cylinder खत्म हो जाता था, तो you have to take that potly and you have to like survive. You can't go to washroom. Once I tried, ठीक है ना, बिना cylinder के थोड़ा जाके देखती हूँ. But it was near death experience. From that 17 days in hospital, I learned, I revived, and I thought what should I do? I should die or I should live? Because बहुत मुश्किल था. I can relate with the people जिनको second wave में hospital जाना पड़ा. बहुत सारे लोग, क्योंकि positivity नहीं थी, वो motivation अंदर नहीं था, they gave up. और ऐसा होता है. I can understand because मैंने वो जिया है, तो I can understand. But I thought कि मेरे बच्चों का क्या होगा, right? Family का क्या होगा, and at last मेरा क्या होगा? Because I always used to motivate others कि नहीं, this life is very precious. Don't take stress. Stress is very momentary. So we used, being a principal, being an educator, we always used to motivate others. But if we are not going to motivate ourselves in the worst condition, then what's the use of that education? What's the use of that experience? And what is the use of that wisdom? So I strive very hard to survive. And at last, when I was going to discharge, the doctor took that X-ray. Monica, ये तुम्हारा X-ray नहीं लग रहा है. जिस दिन तुम आई थी और आज का X-ray में जमीन आसमान का फर्क है. He like said like this. And he said, Monica, अगर तुम बची हो तो सिर्फ अपनी पॉजिटिविटी की वजह से बची हो, otherwise तो सब तुम्हारे साथ के निकल लिए. So he was laughing and I was also laughing. Yeah, so this was the chapter I just want to dedicate to all the women. Don't give up any time in your life. Don't stress yourself any time in your life. Try to be happy. If you are happy, if you are cheerful, if you are joyful, then everything is good. Otherwise, everything is painful, everything is worse. No need to be in pain. Be happy, be joyful. And I know every woman is brave, every woman is tolerant, every woman is passionate, but they need a little motivation, little inspiration. So that was from my side. Thank you so much.
वंडरफुल वंडरफुल मोनिका जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. और चारू जी भी हमारे साथ ज्वाइन हो गई हैं सिंगापुर से. चारू जी, वेलकम टू यूएनएसीसी टुडे कॉन्फ्रेंस.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be part of such a wonderful and esteemed group. I'm getting inspiration from amazing speakers here, and it's really an honor for me. And Rajat ji, it's always pleasure to hear you, and I'm amazed always about your achievements and the way UNACC is working. It's incredible. Congratulations for that.
Thank you, Charu. Thank you. Dr. Sanjeev?
I think Sanjeev ji has logged out, Rajat ji.
Okay. So yes, our Deputy Secretary General, Dr. Amit is there. He has done the PhD in Sustainable Development Goal. So Amit ji, I request you kindly introduce yourself, about your activities for SDGs. Dr. Amit, kindly unmute.
Dr. Amit, yeah. So Dr. Amit Sharma ji,
maybe I will love to take this opportunity to
Yes.
introduce myself, which I
Yes,
missed in
sure,
my
sure.
talk. So
Welcome,
I
Charu.
am Charu Mehrotra from Singapore.
Yeah.
I'm running my online magazine, womenlines.com, and we are listed in top 60 women's online magazines to be followed in 2022. We strongly believe at Women Lines that women are what they read. And that was the intention, to use the power of digital media to empower women across the globe on the topics of leadership, health, and business excellence. We are having influencers, we are having talk shows, we are interviewing women across the globe for different segments in the Women Lines, and we are helping women entrepreneurs and professionals to grow their digital presence in the digital arena. After hearing amazing talk by Dr. Lata, and as Monica ji also shared amazing inspirational story that how women can change the world, which I strongly believe at Women Lines, because I am reaching across the globe and I find all women same, having same problems, same talent, those who are able to push themselves because they are having that mindset and knowledge, they are able to go to the next stage of life. So we have to create such women leaders in more numbers across the globe so that together we can come under one umbrella and work together to make this earth a better place to live. And as a theme of this year, International Women's Day is about creating more women leaders for sustainable environment. I'm sure things can change if we are having more representation of women on leadership roles. So I wish you all the best and happy International Women's Day to all women across here. And yes, let's work together to make our planet a better place. Thank you so much for inviting me and having me in this esteemed group. Take care, everybody.
Thank you very much, Charu.
Thank you very much, Charu ji. So we know you are doing a lot of social work in your area of work. So thank you very much. In fact, this is a real time where we gathered a lot of passionate leaders here, and of course, we want to give some award for this thing. So now, in this event only, we have Dr. Rima Banerjee, which is a program director at Center of Environment Education. So now I would request Dr. Rima Banerjee to please say, unmute your camera and mic, please, and say a few words about your achievements, how you have achieved, and what your message to the next society. Over to you, Rima ji.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji, and thank you, Rajat ji. You know, it's been always pleasure to share my feelings, my learnings with all of you, and probably I must congratulate the UNAccc that in such a short span you have been able to influence so many people and reach so many people. You know, it's really commendable job, and it's not easy. Why I'm saying so? Because I have been in this sector for last 20 years, almost 20 years. You know, I started very early, and my entire professional life has been working with a lot of community, ranging from, you know, I worked with nurses, I worked with healthcare professionals, I worked with educators, professors. Also, I worked with the rack pickers, waste pickers, you know, who are exactly at the bottom hierarchy of the waste management. So I had been able to meet a plethora of people, you know, in my entire journey of work of last 20 years. There has been a lot of learning, you know, which may not, you know, I couldn't get it from a lot of things like books or something, but, you know, a kind of a passion which I saw in women who are really, you know, I mean, I won't say environmentalist or the people, you know, everybody, every woman is basically a caretaker of environment, to say so. I'll experience, you know, recently when we had, I'm based in West Bengal, so we had almost 3 very devastating cyclones. So I've been working with some of these, you know, disaster groups and places in Sundarbans. And you won't imagine, you know, the woman who lost everything in the cyclone, her home, even, her entirely, livestock, which is basically her livelihood. She doesn't have anything there. Everything has been shattered by these cyclone or disaster, which is caused definitely by, one of the reasons is climate change and, unsustainability. All right. I think somebody is presenting something. Okay. Right. So what happened is, the moment we have been, in interacting with these women, what drove me, more into that, most of the women who lost things in the cyclone or disaster, they were the forerunner. They were the forerunner during this disaster management. They were the people, the moment entire thing happened, and they just ran to develop a community kitchen. They were the ones who were, taking care of the kids, entirely all the kids there in Sundarbans, and opening up the community kitchen and all. So, there has been a learning across my, I think, experience of 20 years, that nothing can stop women. I mean, you say, in corporate world, you can say in the success, but also at a very ground level place where exactly women are, victim of human trafficking, where we exactly see is the, forecome of the disasters, climate change, migration happening, the kind of, the entire agriculture field has been flooded. So they really go outside their own villages, on their city and all. So they are very vulnerable population. In spite of that, you will never find a woman, complaining that I'm not able to do that. She will make entire dedication to come out of that disaster. So I think on this Women's Day, I would like to congratulate all such women. I mean, I think we should not think any woman as like, if she is not represented, or she is not in some stage, or some, some kind of articles or magazines and all, that she is belittled. I mean, she has not done anything. I think there are many invisible faces that we should also try to, make them in forefront, and that would be the real celebration of Women's Day or anything, I mean, for that. So I thank you so much, Rajat and
wonderful,
Sanjeev for letting me share my views on this Women's Day. Thank you.
Yeah.
wonderful. वर्मा जी, आपका टाइम पीरियड बहुत शॉर्ट है, तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट रहेगा सभी जो लोग रह गए, जाकिया जी, शमा जी और एक दो और लोग हैं, तो जरा कंप्लीट कीजिए.
So in the meantime, Rajaji, just I want to ensure that Janity is here. So I would request now Jakia ji. Yeah. So now I would request Jakia Khan ji, a very passionate person, to say a few words about quick about your brief introduction, and then your achievements within 2 minutes only. So I would request you over to you, Jakia ji.
Thanks a lot, Sanjeev ji, and very warm welcome to every speakers, every dignitaries, and everyone. First of all, before starting and introducing myself, I would like to make you understand a little bit of International Women Day, the agenda why the International Women Day was announced. We women are working 24/7 for whole 365 days or 366 days. It's not just one day which can, compensate and make us renowned. It's a complete, life cycle which is given from us, which starts from us. That's why we are called Janni and the motherland, motherly figure who has given the birth to whole universe, not just one or two. Even the highest ranking person or the best person or best God even has come out from us. So the dignity what we are having cannot be compensated from in this one International Women's Day. But the target was different. The target was to make the public understand that the woman has done a lot. And it's time to give them respect, space, and let them come out and speak. Let them have their own dignitary position where they can make the decisions, not just to hold the decision and do the fulfill your command. It's time for them to make the commands. It's time for them to make the laws. It's time for them to come into the parliament and ask for their future positions and positioning. So this was the motive, and somehow when people talk, okay, this Beti Bachao or Beti Padhao, definitely this slogan is means a lot, but the slogan is why required right now? There is no requirement. If you go into the field, you will see the proportion of a lady more than the male. They were not asked to come into the field. They are already there. Why not in other spaces? Why not in the parliament? Why not in the judiciary? Why not in the college and schools? Because we are being stopped by somehow male dominating society, so that we cannot come up and speak for the betterment. They are scared. So these laws are there to make them separate. Let them give the space so that we come out and we are able to speak. We are not being taught to, push somebody and take this space. That doesn't suit to our dignity. That has not been taught from our family backgrounds. We are waiting for the male to give the space, and that is why it is taking such a lot of time. Otherwise we would have succeeded. Razia Sultan, Rani Lashmi Bai was not at the time when there was such a lot of policies and important slogans which were running, but then still they have done a lot. They have got this space. They were not pushed to asked to push somebody or pull somebody's space and take over. They were given this space. It was their capabilities were respected and let them allowed them. Now coming back to my own what I do and why I'm here. I'm from Bihar, Patna. You can say when I started working for the women aspect, it was my very early age. I started my reporting career when I was in just class 7 in convent St. Joseph. My editor in chief, he told me, Zakia, this is your salary and you should return back me 50% of it, because I did all the corrections of your spellings and other things. So this was my initial startup with my career. And that package, when I brought it and given it to my mother, she told, Zakia, this is completely solely your property and you should utilize it somewhere where you feel good. So in the meanwhile, I was searching and trying to understand what will be the best utilization of this amount. I come to know my driver's son, who was trying to appear for class 10, was not able to appear for class 10 because he was not able to give the fee. That was my first and most motivated social activism or social work, which ruled my whole life and brought me to this position where I'm such a lot into activism and worked for such a lot of women. So that was the first initial step taken as a social worker. I paid his fee and he successfully given his 10th exam and got a very good marks, and that given me immense pleasure. And after that, my social activism was never stopped. I have already rescued more than 40 women from all over India, whether they are from the domestic violence or whether they are facing any kind of legal, parental, or anything. A lot from Chandigarh and Jaipur also. And I have a team of more than 5,000 women in Mysore, Hyderabad, Calcutta, Bihar, a lot of areas, especially from Mysore, there is 5,000 and other space also 3,000, somewhere 12,000, depending on the things. So I have worked for the minor rape cases individually with my own legal teams, and we have settled 8 minor rape cases out of the court. Means out of the court means doesn't mean that we gone for the compensation or something. They are already inside the bar, and legal actions have been taken against them. Apart from this, I have adopted. I'm a single mother with 3 kids, 3 lovely kids, and I have adopted another 5 kids as for their just for their study purpose. And apart from this, I have my 11 adopted families. Out of them, 10 are disabled, and they are now working and doing their earning for their livelihood very well. Some of them are running, vegetable cart. Some is having a swing machine, and they are doing wonders. Apart from them, I keep on doing charitable activities and other activities. I have done a lot for the Kishanganj flood areas, and I'm there in the politics as well. I'm running my own 2 NGOs as well. Apart from this, I'm joined with the UN 3 NGOs which are working globally. Uh, One, of course, UNACC, yeah, of course, it is also there. And they have done wonders, definitely. I keep on watching what Rajat ji is keep on posting and what all he is doing. He is really doing a remarkable work, especially in the SDGA programs. I've been awarded for SDGA 5 in not just one organization, but a lot. After doing my MBA HR, I have again did a MBA HR from Florida on human resource and human rights and from Florida UN. So that was a little about me. I'm running my own newspaper, YouTube channel, you can say, or which is somehow going to be on air within this upcoming October. We are trying to for slot, which is on from the name of Unsuni, the Truth Unheard. Apart from that, I'm associated with Talca and India Abroad magazine. I'm writing for a lot of magazines. I'm there with All India Muslim Personal Law. I'm there as a All India Ulma Board spokesperson. And what else? Like, I'm very much down to earth. I don't feel that anybody gives any importance. Especially, I don't give that importance to myself because importance should be in opposite person's eyes, not in your eyes. Your importance should reveal from their eyes, not from your eyes. That's make you
Right.
more important in comparison to speaking about yourself.
Thank,
This is the first time I was speaking such
right.
a lot about myself, and I feel
Thank
ashamed
you.
of
Thank you,
because
Judge.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
this all should be
Wonderful.
like it's
Thank
very
you.
pity
Yeah,
that we
thank
are
you.
not knowing each other, and this is the platform where we are talking about ourselves. It's really
Yeah.
pity on us that we should have been some more, Zoom meetings where we would have already done some introductions, and this was the time to discuss only about the women issues, not about our intro.
Right.
Anyway,
Uh,
since time is already running a lot and I have taken
Yeah.
already more than 2 minutes, thanks a lot for listening to me and bearing me.
thank you.
And I wish everyone once again
Thank
very,
you.
very happy International Women's Day. And let's make this winner. Before closing, I will put one more thing. Like before this COVID, last year, before this COVID year, the 2 years back when there was an International Women Day, I went to Juggi place, which is in, this Kashmiri Gate down the area, slums area. And I asked with each and every woman and made them understand this is your day. Do you understand what does this mark means to you? They simply said this is the first time we are listening about it. So since we are celebrating, but it's not our celebration because celebration means that you have got this success and brought it to the rural area. Until it doesn't reach to your rural area and slums area, there is no celebration for us. It should be so much populated, it should be so much depend that the each and every person understand what is it. So anyway, thanks a lot. And I'm really humbled
Thank
for
you very
giving
much.
me this chance. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
In fact, Jakia ji, I really appreciate, and just we need to formulate such kind of further conferences also, and we'll like to hear a lot from you during this thing. So thank you very much, Jakia ji. It was very inspiring. And at this moment, I would just request Dr. Kritika Mathur, who is with us, and Kritika ji, yeah, I would request you to please share 1 minute only, because we are running sort of time. So what message, in fact, you want to give to the society towards this theme of this year? Over to you, Kritika ji.
Please unmute.
Yeah, Kritika.
Kritika ji, please unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity. First of all, I would like to wish everyone a very happy International Women's Day, to all the fantastic females and all the men also who are supporting their daughters, wives.
Your voice is very slow, actually. Could you speak?
One second, sir.
Slightly louder, yeah.
So is it better now?
Yeah, it is better now.
Yeah.
So much. And thank you so much, Rajat sir, for introducing me to this wonderful council. I was never exposed or introduced to a group or a body which is dominantly working in the field of SDGs. It is a wonderful arena, and every day I am discovering the activities and the goals, the missions, how the group is proceeding further. It's really motivating. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Kritika. Wonderful.
So much to Sanjeev
Thank
sir
you,
for
thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Sanjeev sir,
Kritika
for
ji.
inviting me to be a part of this event today. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
sir. To keep
Yeah,
it very
thank
short.
you. Thank you very much. Now we have Dr. Sama Hussain with us, and she is in fact growing her child very systematic, and I would say very impressive manner, and ultimately she is going to contribute this towards the sustainable future. So really, I appreciate her the style of leadership, what she is playing in house as well as to the world also. Now over to you, Samaji, for few words within 1 minute only. I will appreciate this.
So I'll go in express mode then. Good evening, everybody. Good
Just
evening,
request, I know.
Good evening, everybody. Because Sanjeev Verma said express mode, let me take the express mode. Okay. Okay. Myself, Dr. Shama Hussain. So I never dreamed about success, but I worked for it. Okay, this is passion. So to rise this passion, and as today is International Women's Day, and the theme is gender equality for sustainable development. I am not the women president of Harvard University, but I'm the president of Harvard University. This itself is enough to tell that gender equality is very important. No need to say that women president. You have to be the president of the country. Gender equality is means when we work on SDG 4 and 5, indirectly we are working on SDG 1, that is removal of poverty. So you are, if you work on gender equality 4 and 5, indirectly sustainable development will be there. So when gender equality will come, when you have trust on you, when you have confidence on you, you are asking others to give you gender equality. Why? Show yourself. First, show that. Bring that confidence. Never limit yourself. My dear women, let the difficulties know that you are difficult to handle them. That it's difficult for them to handle you. So let's work hard in harnessing yourself. That is the main important thing. Spread your wings, stretch as much as you can, so that people know that the football ground is leveled. Right now in the society, the football ground is not leveled. We have to level it by becoming very strong wheel on bumpy roads. No problem, my dear friends. Life is full of challenges, That's why we are women. You are taking the credit that you are women, then why not to face the challenges? Your mother is the best example. She is a warrior, right? She can face any difficulty for you. That means she's so empowered. So every woman is empowered. With our empowerment, we can prove, we can work. It is very easy for us to show this gender equality. But one request is, let's hold the hand of every other woman, because women are, the success of every woman lies with the support of not men, my dear friends, not men, other women. So let's other empowered women, let's not feel jealous of others. She is successful, let's embrace her success. Why she is success? Why? What is the special character in her? Let's take that. Indirectly, we are making ourselves empowered. Instead of jealousy, these all hatred feelings will make us degrade, not upgrade. So let's see the other empowered women. If any woman comes out from the maternity leave, we say she enjoyed her holidays and she's coming. Instead, let's show empathy, sympathy, compassion, passion towards her. She will feel, she will be empowered that yes, I have somebody who will understand me, who will support me. Trust me, if we do that, it is very easy to achieve the gender equality and sustainable development. And one more request, start this, charity begins at home. Start this, practicing this gender equality, teaching that men and women are equal basis. Start respecting women. Let men respect women at home so that your children understand that. Like today, I was so surprised when I got up, my son, 15-year-old son, has written a big message in LinkedIn to me. I asked for a tree, I got a garden. I asked for a river, I got an ocean. I asked for angel, you gave mother. And he wrote that, and he's respecting every woman in the world. And then he wrote to me, Happy Women's Day. I don't miss the way he wrote to me. I was shocked. I was at work when I saw his message. Means I felt so happy that yes, my children are going in a proper way. When they grow big, they will respect the women. They will respect the women. They will empower them. They will not differentiate between men and women. Gender equality will be there. So let's not just work on society. Let's start working from our homes. That's what will bring. So what, because we are not completely United Nations. As an individual, as a person, what is our responsibility? What can we do to contribute to the peace to the society, which will indirectly lead to the sustainable development? Think about this, my dear friends. Let's not impose on others. Let's impose on ourselves. What is our priorities? SDG is not something difficult. SDG is your personal assessment, your personality development, your attitude development, your passion, compassion towards the society, your role, your contribution towards the society. The day we do this, we are a very happy society. My dear friends, now the world is a global village. Let's connect together and help each other, because in this life, everyone looks, what they look outside is not what they are inside. Everyone has their own problems. Everybody are suffering with their own problems. Let's show grace to them. Let's show grace to them and work hard to come back to the normal, because after 2020, I don't think we'll come back to that same world like we were before, because uncertain challenges are going to come every step. We need to be very strong. We have to hold everybody's hand. We cannot live alone. We need support. We need support. We need motivation. We need inspiration. So let's gather with a wonderful smile and keep smiling. Don't waste your life in hating everyone. Let's love each other, because that is very important. And love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Impress yourself. Don't flatter others. If you work on yourself every day, try to bribe yourself, try to flatter yourself. Be special, make yourself special, because then you will do special in your society. That's it. I hope, Sanjeev ji, I went in Shatabdi Express speed. Thank you. Thank you, Rajat ji. Thank you so much. Rajat ji, a very big thank you for this opportunity. इतने सब लोगों के सामने आज आपने मौका दिया. Thank you so much. And Rajput ji, hi. Pramod bhai, thank you for seeing you. I'm
आज ये बताओ क्षमा, क्या मतलब आज कौन सी एनर्जी आई है? मतलब आज का जबरदस्त मैंने देखा आपका.
अच्छा, नहीं, वो बोले ना स्पीड एक्सप्रेस करो बोल के, क्या करो हम, जल्दी से एक्सप्रेस कर दिया.
शताब्दी नहीं की, आज उन्होंने बुलेट ट्रेन चलाई है. आज शताब्दी ने बुलेट ट्रेन चलाई है.
हो गया, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. अच्छा, मैं इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहा हूँ मेरी बेटी को, रुचिका शर्मा को, जो अभी मेरे साथ में हैं. हम लोगों ने इसी ने मुझे इंस्पायर किया UNAccc बनाने के लिए, और ये खुद बताएंगी अभी क्या है इनका. बोलो अपने बारे में बेटा.
Hello everyone, my name is Ruchika, daughter of Dr. Ajit Kumar Sharma, and I have pursued diploma in industrial health, safety and environmental engineering, and also pursuing post-graduation diploma in industrial health, safety and environment. Also, I'm the founder and trustee of UNAccc, and also I have done the ISO 45001-2018 lead auditor course.
अब इतनी सी उम्र में इतना सब कर लिया था इसने, तो मैंने कहा चलो भाई UNAccc बना लो, कुछ काम करते हैं देश के लिए. तो हमारी बेटी को हमने देश के लिए दे दिया. एनवायरमेंट में इतना सब कर रही थी, IRCA किया UK से, तो मैंने कहा चलो अब काम करते हैं कुछ ना कुछ. तो आज ये पहली बार आई है किसी कॉन्फ्रेंस में. मतलब टाइम नहीं होता. बेटी मेरी 9:30-10 o'clock तक घर आती हैं, सुबह निकल जाती हैं 7-8 बजे. तो सब अभी एज आपको दिख रही होगी, शायद 19 year old है, बहुत ज्यादा एज नहीं है, बट वेरी एक्टिव. बहुत बढ़िया बिटिया है हमारी.
Also, happy Women's Day to everyone.
Happy Women's Day, Ruchika. Congratulations on all your efforts and wishing you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
Over to Sanjeev ji.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now, Pooja ji has joined. In fact, there is some network issue. So now we are very much eager to listen from Pooja ji. आपका जो contribution है to society, so always एक पहल एक प्रयास means I am also a part of.
Welcome Pooja ji.
Invited and so पूजा जी को मैं वेलकम करता हूँ. रजा जी से भी बोलता हूँ कि एक बार फॉर्मली वेलकम करें जस्ट क्विकली. और पूजा जी इज अ पर्सन, शी हैज जस्ट डिवोटेड हर लाइफ टू द सोसाइटी, और एक बहुत ही अच्छा बड़ा स्वीट वर्ड्स के साथ इन्होंने एक संस्था को ऑपरेट करते हैं. इट्स एक पहल एक प्रयास, और दोनों वर्ड में ही पावर है. अगर आपने पहल कर दिया तो सक्सेस होना है, अगर प्रयास कर दिया तो फिर सक्सेस होना ही है. पूजा जी, नाउ ओवर टू यू. और हम थोड़ा जानना चाहते हैं कि कैसे आपने इस आज इंटरनेशनल वुमेन डे के अवसर पे, पहले तो आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, और बहुत बहुत आप सफल हों और समाज को बहुत कुछ दे सकें. और अब मैं आपसे सुनना चाहता हूं और हमारे ऑल पार्टिसिपेंट्स कि कैसे आपने ये टीम बिल्डिंग किया और हाउ यू हैव टच्ड ऑल दी स्टेट्स नाउ. तो ओवर टू यू पूजा जी, प्लीज.